Well, it's my... Well, this is the ride I was coming to do today, and I just heard a motorcycle up ahead of me. So I'm likely to run into somebody. Hopefully not physically, but just, pass by. Well, let's see what we could do today. So it's starting out on some pavement, but we're going to hit some dirt pretty soon. And then we're going to make it all the way to the top of this mountain. Here we go, some people. I missed my dirt turn, whoops. That's alright, there'll be another one. Guys practicing some wheelies, pretty good. Whoa! So I missed my turn. I was supposed to go down there. That's alright. I could reconnect. Ooh boy. Pretty good size drop. Let's see. A little bit of off-roading. And looks like I've met up with the trail again. So, no deal, no problem. Some good looking hill climbs up there. A little much for me today, but I'll still get some action today. Start with this baby hill climb. There you go. Looks fun. I got places to go, people to see. We're going to touch base with a little bit of residential. Visit by mom and pop's house, you know what I mean? Hey. I don't know what that means, but just got to hit through a little residential before I smack onto the dirt again. Fun trail, goes through a lot of private, goes right next to a lot of private property, but then mostly it's going to be in Forest Service. Here we get back to the street. A lot of unpaved roads here too, and these are just privately paved. One street over. Ooh, nice little barn under construction there. That's pretty cool. And we're back on dirt. We're gonna be on dirt well, I guess there is one more section that I could hit some paved stuff on. For the most part, this is the dirt section. I'm gonna cut back here into this canyon. Ooh, I should have put my we got jogger. Do some respectful passing. I'm gonna do this baby canyon. I just don't feel like going hard yet. Plenty of times to hurt myself on the ride. Gotta improve my skill set. You know, you gotta do one thing at a time. that hill climb is pretty good. Last time I remember doing it, I had to get back on my seat in order to get the traction at the top. So I'll try to get it here. Shoot. Kind of lost it there. Alright, yeah, keep it going. Keep it going. Ah, there, I made it. That was the hard part. Squirrely. You love that. That was fun. It's always such a rush to get squirrely like that. So I need to change my rear tire. That would help it a bit. Obviously my skill set is it's probably the most important thing right now. My tire is fine for pavement, but it's only got like 6 mils of tread, maybe 7 if you measure it just a little differently. Well, a little story time. I've got my road mirrors on right now. That is for one reason only. I went to take my permit test and I haven't taken them off yet. Why did I not take them off? Well, that's because I did not pass my, not permit test, sorry, my behind the wheel test. I failed it on the straightaway. Oh man, that was a big mistake. You live and you learn. I wasn't super prepared for it. Although I'm a pretty skilled rider, my skills are mostly in the dirt. And the instructor kind of threw a curveball at me, one that I didn't see coming, and that was that I was supposed to go slow but follow him. And he stood off to the side. And I'd watched a lot of videos on the tube about how this test is performed. And never once did I see an instructor tell a biker that he needed to follow behind him. They just said, drive here to there slow. I suppose the vagueness in what slow is has caused them, or certain individuals, I don't know, to interpret it and kind of add a little modifier in there to help make sure people are actually doing it slow. Sucked because I did the serpentine like perfect. And I feel like serpentine's a little bit easier just because you got to do movement. I could hold a pretty good line. But it was a start. It was a start for me. When I started going on the straight line, I kind of got squirrely from the beginning. Went too fast, broke too hard, and then I was screwed because my balance was shot and I was going outside the line. Okay, here we go. Alright, that's much better for that one. I didn't quite lose it as much. So I'm riding today. Well, let me finish that DMV story. Anyways, I think the instructor or the tester felt sorry for me. Like he realized something was wrong with what he did. He was very kind. Anyways, I'll go ahead and schedule it again, but I'm just going to get my confidence up by actually practicing it a little bit more. Well, first videoed fall, at least it's on the top. Just kind of lost it a little too much there. landed in neutral somehow. Maybe that's how I fell. Tried downshift at first, got stuck in neutral. Lost power. Lost traction. So this is a 2012 Yamaha XY250, I believe it is. So it's a dual sport model. The seat's a little low, which is a pro and a con. I'm tall, so it kind of makes shifting sitting down hard. Most people will be like, you shift sitting down? Well, kind of. I'm more self-taught than anything. I've watched a few videos on things. Not many since I got my permit though, to be honest. I grew up riding mostly trail bikes. We had some trail 70s, trail 90, 110. I also had a Yamaha Champ. That was pretty awesome. And a Honda Hobbit. It's a moped. Ooh. Wonder how J.R. Tolkien would feel about something being named after his stuff. Part of me thinks he's a purist and doesn't want anyone touching his work. I wouldn't like that, but on the other hand, his idea was to make it folklore. And so naming stuff after it would kind of help solidify it into folklore. He also had a Honda 50 quad. That was perhaps my most used bike at times. Well, I don't want to be on the pavement, so I'm going to have to turn off right here. It's a windy day. We've been having some pretty big gusts and well, I want to go this way. Let's see. So what I was saying, I was listing the bikes I had when I was growing up, and I'm sorry if I'm a bit of a tangent monster. It's just the way my brain works most of the time. The XR75 was my holy grail motorcycle, and unfortunately my dad sold it while I was gone for a couple years in England. And I loved that thing. I fixed that carburetor so many times. But I get stopped by all these old guys back in the day. And this is 2002 and 3 for reference. A bunch of old guys that stopped me, they would be like, oh man, that bike was my bike when I was a kid. That was my first motorcycle. Oh man, can you sell it to me? I'm like, no man, I love it that you're envious though. And so, anyways, it was worth a little bit of money back. Thing got sold in 05. I think my dad okayed it with me before selling it. Truly, it was his bike, but I probably should have just been like, no dad, I want you to keep it. But the only bike we ended up keeping was this 1969 Atex Sport 2.4. And I just sold that. It was a sad day, but it was just hard to take care of and ride it enough. But I sold it to some dude. What's his name? Tim. He was a pretty chill guy. He's got a collection. He likes to collect vintage motorcycles, unrestored, but working. He told me he had 200 of them. Holy smokes, 200 motorcycles. I mean, he's got to have some kind of barn. I didn't ask the setup about how he was storing them. Let's see. I'm wondering if I'm missing an... Oh, my Honda Passport. That was... I loved that one on the street. It was yellow with white flares, and I'd wear this really cool yellow helmet with the open face, red visor, and blue members only jacket, flying around with some, I think they were red goggles on. Just a perfect aesthetic for a high school senior. Yeah. Oh, whoops, looks like this one was a dead end. Yeah, this one was a dead end. I shouldn't have come up this way. I guess you can go down there, so it's not quite a dead end. I don't feel like going down right there, though. I'm just gonna go up and down on this ride, and then I'll have to go over to the next location. The nice antennas here, and there's the flat desert. I really live in a really great place for this mountain biking, motorcycling. Okay, so where did I miss my turn? I feel like I may have missed it back here. Nope, not back here. So I need to go up the road. And there's a turnoff right before that gate. I'm fairly certain. Anyways, back to my stories. It's a lot of concentration going between staying on the trails. No trespassing to the right. You're all like, this guy's killing me, keeping me in suspense. I know. I'm sorry. Just thinking about this road, where I'm going. Okay, so I said most of the bikes. I mean, we had, well, I think they called a monkey for a little while, which was that like a Honda 50, little tiny mini bike. Yeah, that one never really worked that well, and my carb skills were kind of minimal. So we took that one to a guy to fix, I think, once or twice. But we ended up selling it. It was pretty, not fully restored by any means. But the funnest thing we did was ride the quad on the grass. My parents had a large grass section. We just ride it on that, kind of in circles, drag people behind it. Sometimes I jump off it, chase after it. Well, that's it on that story time, I think. Try to come up with something new to speak on. There's a really gnarly descent over there, but I don't feel like doing that today. It was as steep down as I could possibly do, and then on top of that, it was just rough the whole time. And since we had a big rain, I don't know, it could be rougher, but it wasn't exactly fun. One of these days I'll do it on video perhaps. I'll see if I could find it down here actually. Speaking of moto vlogging, hey! That's fun. Jeeps. My buddy has a Jeep, and I haven't seen my buddy in a long time. So, I can't imagine him ever getting rid of his Jeep. His mom never wanted us to get rid of our toys. Speaking of like paintball guns and motorcycles, she's always like, no, don't get rid of those. You kids need those. Sweetheart lady. She's pretty right, I think. Need toys, need this entertainment. I got rid of my bike. The only bike I ever bought before this one was it's a YZ400F, and I had that from 03 or 02 to probably 2008, 2009. It was a cool bike. It was a pain in the butt to start. You know, they had a decompression lever. You need to get everything top dead center, and you got to throw your whole weight into it, and every once in a while it would kick back so hard. Freak, I think it may have even broken some people's legs. I think they used that decompression level just for like 2 years, if I'm right, and well, they figured it out luckily, and now 4-strokes are a heck of a lot easier to start. But that bike was too much bike for me. The guy I bought it from off of Craigslist or Auto Trader, he did like a bunch of work to it. I mean, he got carbon fiber parts all over it, titanium parts. He had a nice muffler that was welded on for me. And it was just a beast. And it was tall and heavy for my scrawny frame. Never know what's going to be on the other side of a hill when riding. I'm sure I find myself so annoying. I hope you guys don't. Currently I have one video up on YouTube. The channel is called Nate's Moto Adventure. Well, I'm on the fence about that, to be frank. It's pretty lame, but I need to put something there. I'll worry about an awesome name when I make an awesome channel. And well, I got one video, it's an hour and a half long, I think, or maybe I was able to shorten it to just under an hour by cutting off the beginning and end of my rides. But that ride was fun. There was snow involved in it. It's got 0 views, I got 0 subs. Now, kind of my idea for this channel is to play. I have another channel, and that one's more like to help people and for DIY. It's alright. Woo! Just barely swerved that rock. think I'm going the right way. Hope I didn't miss a turn or something, because this is clearly a power line one. I think I missed a turn. Yep, I was supposed to go up to the top of the mountain by now. Looks like I just missed it though. That last little offshoot was the thing that took me off course. So I just backtracked. This trail should come up with the main road again. There we go. Boy, it's so windy. Wind just wants to knock me off. I needed to get out today and ride. I'm gonna try to film all my rides. You never know when something cool is gonna happen. So it just needs to always be on. So I've been working on my moto vlog setup. Currently I got the GoPro Hero 10, the Media Mod, and lavalier microphone. We got 2 batteries, and then I bought a battery pack so I could put this external into my backpack. I should be able to get like 8 hours of filming into it, so if I was ever to do like a really long ride, I could just turn it on. My memory card is only 64 gigs, but I just turned down the settings to 1080 with 24 frames. And I'm able to do that for a significant length of time. Perhaps one day having 4K would be more viable for me, but right now I don't see the necessity. Very few people are going to get the benefits of the 4K still, I think. Ooh, I should have done that way. Oh well, maybe it'll be another shoot. Top of the next mountain. Woo! Small rut. This ride is a blast. Yikes. Trying to protect my mirror a little bit there. Gonna go through some narrow brush. I don't really want them to get smacked too much. Definitely need to take them off before my next ride, unless I'm gonna actually go do the test again. This is the brush right here. This is where my mirrors might get a little smacked around. Yikes. I don't know if slow's better, but ow, that hurt my fingers. I got these brush guards, but it didn't save me from that slow through. The bush had enough time to whack back before I passed it. No brakes. I also bought that lens that you could put on the max view lens for the GoPro Hero 10 and 9. Although it doesn't fit with the media mod on. So I decided to try media mod today. Since I don't have the... Since it's what I'll probably end up doing. They have the little mic jack accessory for the GoPro. So with the mic jack, then you lose your USB-C port, and you no longer have a way to hook up additional accessories to your GoPro, like the battery pack. Woo! I don't know about talking on this microphone. Too much concentration needed. Saw some videos on how to motovlog and how to speak and try to keep things interesting by talking. Well, that's good and all. It takes a little bit of brain power to talk, especially if you're trying to think of something interesting. And it takes a good amount of brain power to keep on the road or the single track. That's pretty. I think I'm coming up to the end of my route for today, and I'm gonna have to just turn around, so I'll just turn the GoPro off when I get there. It has been real fun though. Always hope to take it to the next level. Alright, and that'll be it for the truck. Thanks for watching.